Hello everyone, it's Alex Burleson. Today we're going to do another species review, and the species I've decided for today is a very interesting and not too common in the hobby species, the Panda Loach or Yaoshania pachychilus. And I believe I said that scientific name right, I'm not entirely sure, but let's take a look.
Okay, so this is one of my two Panda Loaches that I have. I've only had them for a few days now. I've had them since March 26th. I actually won them at an auction on that day. I got both of them for just $26, and I'm surprised no one outbid me, considering they are a very rare species, very cool, and very rare being not very common in the hobby. They are becoming more common. They've only been in the hobby since about 2009, I believe. And I was banking on no one knowing what these guys were and no one ever having heard of them. Alright, but with that, let's get started. So basically, they are very small. They only get to be about 2.5 inches long or 50 to 60 millimeters. And they are only found in 3 rivers in China. The Liu River, the Gui River, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. And then apparently the Pearl River. Sorry if I butchered any of those names. Basically, the IUCN lists this species as least concern, but a 2008 report suggests that the overall population to be relatively small and that habitats are under that threat of degradation from dam construction, loss of water quality, and the use of electrofishing and ichthyotoxins, I believe that's how you pronounce that word. Basically their habitat, they are a bottom dweller. They are found in relatively fast flowing rivers, tributaries, things like that. They can be found in broken up pools. Basically the substrate is going to be more, gravel, broken up rocks, a bit of boulders, and all of it's going to have a great deal of algae or algal growth just growing on it. And let's see, I had to switch frames, but as I was saying, their natural habitats are going to have a great deal of algae growth. That is primarily what they do feast on, but they'll also in the wild feast on benthic invertebrates. In the aquarium, they will eat many different types of foods. I've seen mine graze on things like shrimp pellets, a little bit of flake food. But really, I would recommend just offering a really great diversity of food. Mini bloodworms, baby brine shrimp, daphnia, maybe bits of algae wafers. I really don't use wafers in my aquariums because I feel like they pollute the water a bit too much. Most of my fish don't even seem to really enjoy wafers, so I do kind of keep that away. This one that we're looking at right now is my smaller one. And you can kind of see the larger one, just kind of grazing. And that's what they do. They're very active for the most part, and they just graze and, try to search for algae. They're fantastic little creatures. I really do like them. As far as water parameters, of course they are freshwater. They prefer actually hard alkaline water with a pH of about 7 to 8.2 is best. Hardness of 25 degrees DH. The temperature is a bit subtropical. Their natural environments range from 18 to 22 Celsius or 64 to 72 Fahrenheit. The aquarium I have these in may be a bit too warm for them. It usually stays around 78 to 80 due to the lighting, and the lighting is really meant for plants, and it does definitely help contribute to plant and algae growth. But they've seemed pretty fine in, a warmer environment. The temperature or the pH of this tank usually stays around 7. It's kind of a compromise because, as you can see, I do have green neons in here, and green neons can be found in water as acidic as 4. This is not a fish for the beginner hobbyist, for many reasons. You know, just because they are small, they can't be kept with many different species. They should be kept with pretty much just nano fish, green neons, baddis, some tetras, depending on the type of tetra. You know, rasboras would be fine. As you may be able to see, I'm pretty sure you've seen already, I do keep it, the aquarium substrate is a fine sand. Gravel should be okay, considering they will encounter a bit of that in the wild. According to my reading, driftwood isn't necessary. And honestly, I wouldn't add too much driftwood because it will make the water a bit more acidic and soft, and they don't really enjoy that. Basically, you know, plants are not something that they encounter too much in the wild, but they seem to enjoy, you know, grazing off of the plants. They're very, very peaceful little things. And as I may have mentioned before in this video, they don't keep the beautiful panda coloration. And in adulthood, they're much more drab. Let's see.
Alright, and that's about it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And if you have any questions, concerns, feel free to comment and just let me know, or even message me. I may be doing a second video on this species as I gain more experience with it. Alright, but thank you for watching.